Good morning, everybody. Well, it's noon right now, and I feel like it's weird to say good noon. Does anyone say that? I don't. So yeah, in the last month or two, I've noticed I've got a lot of new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. And I am sorry that I have kind of fallen off on uploading videos. And I'm also sorry that I know most of the new subscribers I've had that have come and gone, but most of you are still here. They're here because of my fence build. They want to see me build the fence, and I haven't been able to do that. And I'm sorry about that. I know a lot of people want to see the fence build, and I'm trying to get to it. It's just my life right now is just up and down. Nothing bad. It's just, you know, I've got a brand new baby. Well, not brand new, 8 months old baby. New job. Life is kind of going at a pace that I just, it's hard to keep up with everything, and to be honest, this whole YouTube thing is kind of just like put on hold and always been thrown off to the side. It's not something that I make money on, so it's strictly a hobby at form right now. Hopefully one day it's going to become something that I get some kind of income out of it, but as of right now, there's no income, so I don't make any money. I am monetized, but I don't meet the requirements to get paid yet. I've climbed that first hill, 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. I've climbed that hill, but then right after that, they tell you there's another hill. You know, you gotta meet the threshold, payment threshold, and I don't think I'm ever gonna meet that until I get a lot more subscribers and I start doing interesting things again. But until my life gets more into a routine and I figure out my timing and all that other stuff, I'm down to like one video a week, if that. It's been mainly like 2 videos a month. So, but I can only do what I can do. Back to the main focus is this. I know a lot of people have been asking questions about my fence build, and everyone wants to know what am I using to build this fence, and so that's what my video is going to be about today. It's what I'm using, and but I'm going to start with I'm most likely doing it wrong. I'm just doing it with what I've got and what I've done before, and I know it works for me. Style of the way I'm building the fence, it's not going to stand for 10 years. I'm pretty sure within the next 2, maybe 3 years, I'm gonna have to replace some of the pieces that I'm building that I've nailed up. I am planning on staining it with something after I'm done with the whole build. As of right now, the section that I have actually made, the gate and the small fence part, it's been over a year now that I've made it, and it's holding up pretty good. Yeah, so it's holding up pretty good. So I just want to make that crystal clear to people that this isn't a like this is how you build a fence, because I don't do that. I just do what I do, and hopefully it works out for me. Okay, so if you've got techniques that I'm not mentioning, it's just because I don't know. So I just like to build things out of sticks. All right, so but a lot of people have asked what kind of equipment I'm using. Specifically this. I am using this Hitachi pin nailer. I don't know. I'll give you the specs of the gun. Hopefully I can get this camera to focus. It's a Hitachi. Yeah, right there. That's what it is. I'll put a link on Amazon. You can buy this on Amazon. I bought it for $100, $99.99. I don't know what the price is right now. It's probably like $150. Everything's expensive right now. And it's a pen nailer. It's for indoor use. That's why I made the disclaimer. It's not really for outdoor use. I mean, you could use it outdoors. I'm just saying it's not really meant to nail things outdoors, because they shoot these tiny little pins. Focus. Okay, so you see that? And they shoot these, there you go, these little pins. Okay. So that's what they're shooting, and I've got various sizes. This is, well, there's no, this is 1 inch pin. And I've got this 1/2 inch or 3/4. I've got a 3/4 one. I'll show you this box. Hopefully it's not too dirty and you guys could see. Oh, I need to wipe that off. Okay, so yeah, that's what this is. A 3/4 inch, 26 gauge, 19mm pin nails. So I've got various sizes. I've got another one here that is too small for my old eyes to read. Okay, this is 1/2 inch. Now I got a 1/2 inch here, same thing. And yeah, and this is basically made for like baseboards, trim around your windows. So you know, you're supposed to use nails on indoor stuff. But I found it works pretty well outdoors, especially with the way I'm building. With the sticks I'm using, if I use anything bigger than this, you're just going to end up blowing out the sticks, and it just doesn't work. But the first time I made a fence like this was back on my old property. I made a little kitchen garden for my wife, you know, a little herb garden right in front of the back porch, and it held up for almost 3 years, and the wood actually rotted away before the nails rusted away. That's because, you know, the nails are inside the wood, kind of protected by the elements. I never stained or protected that wood, that's why it rotted away. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is, like I said, this is made for the indoor use, but it works very well for this. So yeah, that's what I'm using. I'll go over couple of things on this. On the bottom of this, there's some instructions. 100 psi, 100 psi max. Don't like so. And to operate one is pneumatic. It's a pneumatic nailer. So you need a air compressor right there. That's an air compressor. I know. I'm pretty sure everyone knows what this is. I'm just pointing it out just for anyone who doesn't. Okay? And if you've never used one of these, you need an air hose. This is my 50-footer. When I use the fence, when I build the fence, I have like a 150-foot hose, and I have my compressor here, and I nail over there because I don't want to edit out all the noise that the compressor makes. So yeah, and then before every use, you need the gun oil right there, and you put like 2 or 3 drops inside the hole, and it lubricates the gun inside. And that's pretty much the most important thing. It's I use 3 drops, and then like if I could remember, like every like 4 or 5 clips, I put 1 more drop in. This is a full clip of those nails, and I go through 5 of them before I put 1 more drop, just to keep it nice and lubricated. You don't want to over lubricate it, so this isn't one of those things where you're like, oh, I'll put 10 drops in. No, don't do that. So yeah, every 5 or more, or whenever I remember, actually, that's the real truth. When I remember, I put another drop in, just to keep it lubricated. So yeah, and that's kind of what I use. Like I said, I'll put the link what this is, Hitachi. I'm pretty sure you could also buy it at Home Depot or Lowe's if you got one of those around you. Like I said, I don't know what their prices are. I bought this thing many years ago. So yeah, that's what this is. That's what I'm using. Pin nailer. Like I said, I'll have the link in the show notes. Alright, so a couple of other things that I use when I'm building the fence. I gotta need a handsaw. Oh, ooh, sorry, I'm stiff. You gotta need a handsaw. Of some kind. I use this because it makes a nicer cut, easier cut than some of these saws. This is a Japanese rip and pull saw. Go away, go away. So this side is a pull saw, and this other side I think is a rip saw. I'm not really too sure. I know it's all rusty and stuff. I left it out for like a month. I lost it somewhere here and got buried under something, and I finally found it when I cleaned it up, and it's all rusty like this, but it's still pretty sharp. I'll just need to take a sandpaper to it and oil it up again, and it works very nice for what I'm doing. This is the side I use, the small teeth side. I will cover my face and maybe see that small teeth side. It works real nice. This side is you need some major sawing skills to use. I don't have that. So yeah, it's pretty fun. It's pretty easy with this saw. I mean, you could do it with something like this, but it's just sometimes it's just a pain in the butt. You know, this is made to cut big boards, and so is this, but it's easy. Also, this is much easier to cut small sticks. So yeah, oh, one more thing. Of course, you're gonna need a drill. It just, I mean, it looks like I'm just throwing it up there and just nailing wherever it goes, but you need to think just a little bit of the structure of the fence. The whole thing can't be just little twigs, you know, little sticks. There has to be some strength in the fence in order for it to actually be a good fence. So yeah, I'm not out there just throwing a bunch of sticks together and saying, ta-da, there's a fence. There's some thought to it. So yeah, and I used a drill and screws to screw in the big pieces for the strength. You don't want to screw in, you don't want to nail in the big pieces of big branches with this thing, because you're gonna use like 500 nails to hold that up. So yeah, I used the drill too. And make sure you use outside screws, like deck screws, not drywall screws. So yeah, that's pretty much the basics, all you need. Compressor, a handsaw that you know how to use well, pin nailer, oil, make sure you get the gun oil, like I said, but try to get 3 different sizes to work with, so you're not stuck with a bunch of 1-inch pins sticking out that you can't see, and you're gonna rip yourself apart. So yeah, that's what I'm using. Like I said, I'll have the link to the gun, and if you need a link for all the rest, I'll try to link all that up. I'm not great with computers, so well, that's it. That's pretty much all I use for my fence build. So my name is Sang. This is Growing Little Country Homestead. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.